This video is about the pros and cons of living in Cedar Park, Texas. I moved here about 6 years ago from Florida, and I'm going to tell you the good, the bad, and the ugly about Cedar Park, Texas. Here we go. I'm going to give you 5 pros and 5 cons of living in Cedar Park, Texas. Pro number 1 is the outdoors. I mean, do you like being outdoors? Cedar Park gets its name from the 40+ parks that are in this city with over 1,000 acres of parkland. Do you like professional sports? You can go to the HEB Center and watch a professional basketball game, a professional hockey game, and you can watch professional rodeos as well. Do you like golfing? Within just a few minutes of time, you can get to one of the 7 area golf courses. There's lots of things to do outdoors here in Cedar Park, Texas. Now, do you like craft beer? We've got 2 local breweries. One is Red Horn Coffee and Brewery, and the other is Whitestone Brewery. Those are great meeting places, great place to have a glass of craft beer. And then what about dining? I mean, dining out is like the pastime here in Austin, Texas and Cedar Park, Texas. We've got all kinds of restaurants. We've got plenty of Tex-Mex. Man, they are on every corner. We've got American food, Asian food, Middle Eastern restaurants, Mediterranean restaurants. Anything you want can be found right here. My 2 favorite Tex-Mex restaurants are Lupe Tortilla, Serrano's, a local favorite, and also the Steiner Steakhouse, not Tex-Mex, but a great place with a great view of Lake Travis. Con number 1, allergies. I mean, when I moved here to Texas from Florida, I thought I had some allergies in Florida, but nothing like the allergies here in Texas. We have what they call cedar fever, and it is actually an allergic reaction to the mountain cedar trees that are just so prevalent here in central Texas. Now, you don't really get a fever, but what you get a runny nose, you get nasal blockage, you get itchy, scratchy eyes, you just feel tired, and it's an allergic reaction. Not everybody gets it, but you can get it after you've been here for 5 years. We actually have our own Texas drops especially made for cedar fever, and what you do, by the way, it's my time, right there under the tongue, once, twice, maybe 3 times a day if necessary. So if you suffer a lot from allergies, be careful about moving to Cedar Park.
Maybe it'll go away. No, it's all part of my allergies. I get it in the summer.
Pro number 2 is the weather. When I moved here from Florida, we were only experiencing in Florida 2 seasons. It was either warm or it was hot, but we actually experience all 4 seasons here in Cedar Park. We do have a winter, we have a spring, we have a summer, and we have a fall. Right now it is the middle of May, and we've been having highs in the high 70s. Today in the high 80s, it's going to be 88 degrees today. And it is just wonderful to be able to enjoy all 4 seasons of the year, and not to be missed in the springtime is all of the wildflowers that grow alongside of the road, and the state does not mow down those flowers. It protects them so that we can enjoy them, and the state's wildflower is the bluebonnet. So con number 2 is also the weather. And by the weather, I mean it gets hot here in the summertime. In the 2 months of July and August, the average temperature is 96 or 97 degrees for the high, but in the 6 years I've lived here, it's gotten as high as 112 degrees in August, and thank God for air conditioning. So we don't go out and do much outdoor activity for those 2 months of the year unless you just like the heat. Pro number 3 is the cost of living and the economy here in Cedar Park, Texas. As a matter of fact, the cost of living here is 5% below the national average. And one of the great things about Texas is there is no state income tax here. Californians love to move to the Austin, Texas area. New Yorkers love to move to the Austin, Texas area. It is simply a more business-friendly environment as well. Austin is known as one of the most recession-proof cities. That's important right now in 2020, and we are the 6th fastest job growth city in the United States. Con number 3, well, it's property taxes and toll roads. So the way property taxes work here is when you buy a home every year, your property taxes are probably going to be anywhere from 2.5% to 3% of the market value of the home. So for example, if you have a $300,000 market value home, your property taxes are going to range most likely between $7,500 and $9,000 every year. So that's the trade-off for not having a state income tax, but yet it's still overall cheaper to live here in Cedar Park, Texas. And then there's the toll roads. It seems that every year they want to build a new toll road because of all the traffic that we have here. And you know, the good thing about toll roads is that you can get there quicker and you can avoid the traffic. But you know, the bad thing about toll roads is they're toll roads and you have to pay the price. Pro number 4 is the Texas culture. I mean, here in Texas, people are friendly. When you're driving in and out of your neighborhood, people are going to wave. And when you're stuck in traffic and you want to get into the other lane, people will give way and will give you space so you can change lanes. And then you wave to them and they wave back to you. It's a friendly city overall. And we have also are known for our love of country, love of Texas, and love of God. So if you are like-minded, you're going to enjoy living here in Cedar Park, Texas. Con number 4 is that the non-native Texans are bringing their non-native culture with them. Hey, I moved here from Florida, and we have so many people moving here from California and from New York. And hey, I love all of you guys, but some of the Texans, they sort of wonder that their culture might be changing and maybe not so much for the good. Hey, let's all bring the good things that we can and leave the bad things at home. That brings us to the number 5 pro of moving here to Cedar Park, and of course it has to be barbecue. In fact, yesterday on Facebook, I asked my Facebook friends, you know, what's the best barbecue place here in the Austin, Texas area? And here's the list that they gave me. Not surprising, Black's Barbecue is at top of the list. Cooper's Barbecue is at top of the list. There's Salt Lick Barbecue, there's Opie's Barbecue, there's Style Switch Barbecue, there's Rudy's Barbecue, there's J&J Barbecue, and on the list goes. But when you move to Cedar Park, Texas, be sure you check out all of these great barbecue restaurants. And if you love barbecue, you're gonna love Cedar Park, Texas. Con number 5, well, if the pro is barbecue, you know, I have to say there is no con to barbecue. I mean, if you don't like barbecue, don't move to Texas. Hey, I'm kidding. We've got other kinds of food here too, and we'll let you in and we'll convert you over. We'll let you have some of our good barbecue, and believe me, you're going to change your mind. So, hey, those are the pros and cons, the good, the bad, the ugly of living in Cedar Park, Texas. I'm Dan Forbes, Forbes Property Group with Pure Realty. I enjoy helping people find their home here in Cedar Park, Texas. And if you're already living here and you need to move to the next neighborhood, to the next city, wherever it is, I enjoy helping sellers as well. So be sure to stay updated, hit the like below, also leave a message, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so that you're notified when my next video is published. Have a great day.